Hello, welcome back to things I wish I knew before weight loss surgery. Hi, I'm Keita. I am 2 weeks post-op, well, officially 2 weeks on Wednesday, and I have a story for everyone. So, one thing I wish I knew pre-op or while I was preparing for this journey is the emotional toll that it takes, not just the physical toll on your body. There's some emotions wrapped up in this surgery. So that's one good thing about having the psych eval. I know some people are like, why do I need a psych eval? You definitely need a psych eval before embarking on this journey, because it is a journey. It's not like you have surgery and everything is fixed. It's a journey. It's a daily journey. It's a daily struggle. And because if you've lived prior to surgery, then it's gonna be a struggle. I'm just gonna be honest with you. A lot of people are like, you'll be fine, it's fine. Everything's not fine. Things are good. Everything's not fine all the time, because life still is happening and you're trying to acclimate to this new body and these new feelings, and it's just a lot happening. So, story time. Yesterday, my family had this grand idea that we were going to gather and have a great time and have a cookout. Me, being the person that I am, if anybody knows me, they will tell you Keita loves her family. Don't mess with her and her family. Family time is something you cannot interrupt with her. And that's true. I love family time. I love gathering with my people, having a good meal, and having a good kiki. I'm here for it. I'm here for it all the time, every time. It's just how I was raised. I'm a Southern girl, if you couldn't tell. Yes. So I'm always here for it. So yesterday we gathered. I was ready. It's like, yes. I haven't seen everybody like in one place at one time, in person, in like 2 weeks since the surgery. I can't wait, I can't wait. I was excited. And I get there and I'm still excited. And then we say grace. We said grace and my brain just snapped. We said grace. I realized at that moment with the amen, I couldn't eat. I couldn't have everything that I wanted to have. This was not going to be a cookout for me as usual. This is a cookout for the new me. Old me was so excited that new me forgot. What are you going to do? My family is so loving. They're my biggest supporters, my biggest cheerleaders. So everybody was like, do you have what you need? Do you need anything? What can I get for you? One of my aunts texted me earlier in the week and was like, is there special soup that you would like to have on Sunday? I was like, no. Talked to my doctor. He said I can start eating soft foods by Sunday. So she was like, okay, I'll puree you a rib. I said, fantastic. My other aunt, she was like, I'm bringing you your own food processor because I quote, I don't want no foolishness out of you. Fine, auntie, I'm not going to argue with you on this one because there's no point in arguing with them. You're going to lose every time. So she did. My aunt brought me a food processor and was like, use it. My other aunt who hosted, she's like, the food processor is over there. The blender is here. Whatever you need. I'm like, got you. And they were like, oh, shoot. What are you going to drink? Never worry about what I'm going to drink. My lunch bag is anytime I leave my house and I'm going with other people, or if I'm going to someone's house, I bring my sugar-free drinks with me. So don't fret. I'm good to go. But yes. But when we said amen, You cannot eat all of this food. I cried. I went and I locked myself in the bathroom and I had me a little cry. Then I was like, food is not life. Like, you can still enjoy yourself without eating a plate full of food. So I took a deep breath, gathered myself. I said, let's just go and see what our options are. Okay? And I did, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I cried, and I'm glad I felt that emotion, as opposed to prior to, if I had any feeling, I would feed it to shut it up. Post-surgery, post-op, you're gonna start, I was an emotional eater. I am an emotional eater. I'm a recovering emotional eater. Instead of feeling my feelings and going through whatever that feeling was, I would feed it to shut it up. I wouldn't do anything with it. I would feed it, shut it up, and go on about my day. But now I'm having to feel the feelings. And they're not always good feelings. You're not always gonna have good feelings. So don't feed it. Go through it, feel the feeling, and just let it be. Talk your way through it. Whatever you gotta do, but don't feed the feeling. Feel the feeling. So yesterday I had to feel the feeling of becoming a new person. This is now my life, and I had to deal with it. So I went out. I was able to find me some stuff that I could eat without having to dirty up more dishes at somebody else's house. My aunt, don't know why, not really surprised, but had little baby spoons, and I was able to eat with a little baby spoon, and I enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself. But the funniest part was explaining to my 2 teenage cousins that they'll never see me with a full plate of food again. And the looks on their little faces. So they are 17 and 13. And their only question was, when can you eat again? I said, I ate today. They said, that's not enough food. I said, it's more than enough food. So explaining to a 17 and 13-year-old in my family why I don't have a plate full of food, they looked so sad. And I'm like, it's okay. They were like, wait a minute. I'm like, baby, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. They looked very distraught. And I was like, should I be a little more upset about this? Because the babies are thrown for a loop. They don't understand. But that was probably the funniest part of the day, other than my older brother thinking that I had some major something done and that I couldn't be outside of the house or up walking. Because every time he looked at me and I wasn't sitting down, he was adamantly telling me to go sit down somewhere. You ain't supposed to be up. I'm like, what? That's my family. I love them to death. They are the best. And if you say they not, you lying to yourself, because you know them and you love them. But yesterday I had to feel a feeling that I never felt before, and I couldn't feed it to shut it up, because the feeling I was feeling was, I want more food. My body is not going to consume it. But I felt it, and I wanted to just share that with you guys. If you think you're not an emotional eater, feel a feeling without food, and that will tell you whether you're an emotional eater or not. I'm no therapist, nutritionist, I'm nothing. I'm just saying, if you think you aren't an emotional eater, feel a feeling and not feel it, feed it. That will tell you if you're an emotional eater or not. Like, have a bad day. Have a bad day and don't stop for the fries or the cookie after a bad day. Or go to the vending machine for the snack in the midst of a bad day. Have a rough morning and don't stop for the scone and the coffee that makes you feel better. And then tell me you're not an emotional eater. Argue with your spouse and don't go and bake cookies or have popcorn or whatever it is, and then tell me you're not an emotional eater. I didn't think I was until I was preparing for surgery, and most definitely after surgery. I was an emotional eater. And they say the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. I admit it. I had a problem. We're working on it. Here goes. That is pretty much all I have to say. I haven't weighed in, and I won't weigh in for probably another 2.5 months. I'm going to wait 3 months before I weigh in. I'm going to try to wait 3 months. I go back to work on Thursday, and there's a scale there. So I might peek. Just to see how on track I am. How about that? I'll peek maybe Thursday, Friday to see how on track I am with my weight loss and what I need to do to rev this thing up. But things I wish I knew before surgery. Feel a feeling, don't feed it. Okay? Just go through it. They're hard. Emotions are hard to deal with if you've been feeding them for your entire life. But now, this is a new life. You are literally getting another chance to do this the right way, to treat your body the right way. So why not start small? I'm not saying everybody should have weight loss surgery. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if this is something that you're looking into having, these are some of the little things that you're going to have to deal with. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm not going to tell you everything is going to be fine. Like a lot of people told me before I had my surgery, they were like, oh, it's fine. You'll be fine. It's not all fine. It's not this glamorous thing that I've seen a lot of people paint it out to be. It was just, and it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but there are things that come up that you weren't expecting. One thing before I go that I will say is your doctors are gonna have you do liquids 2 weeks pre-op, 2 weeks post-op. But everybody heals differently, and you might skip a stage. Didn't nobody tell me that. I'm feeling like I'm ready to move. I'm not having the symptoms that other people are having, but everybody I talk to is like, no. I'm like, why? They were like, you're probably still, I'm not nauseous. I'm not in pain. I had 2 days of nausea and a couple days of dizziness. But after that, girl, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be cleared to go to work and to the gym. That's all I really want to do at this point, okay? My knees feel amazing. So, what am I waiting for? Now I'm waiting for the doctor because I'm going to try to be as compliant as possible. But other than that, I have no problem. Other than now knowing I have to eat off a child's plate for the rest of my life. So I'm okay with it now, but I was not okay yesterday, while we're being honest. So yeah, just everybody's journey is different. Just deal with. Just be you. Be you. Be the new you. If you're having the surgery, have the surgery. Feel the feelings. And enjoy the journey. I'm definitely enjoying this journey Because yesterday I took pictures of myself, and I'm looking at myself right now in this video, and this is not the person that I knew a month ago. She don't even look like me. I don't know if you can see that picture above my head. These people, to me, don't even look like the same person. So I know what it's called. It's called body dysmorphia, and it will not beat me. I am going to beat it, okay? Because I'm not going to, get over being an emotional eater and then not recognize myself. So I make it a point every day to sit somewhere and look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, this is you. This is the woman you are becoming. You did not lose anything. You did not lose her. This is her evolving. So do what you got to do. If you choose to do the surgery, if you have any questions for me about the surgery, like I said, I'm only 2 weeks post-op. So I can't tell you what it's going to be like 3 months from now. But I can tell you what it's like now. I can tell you what I had to deal with before having the surgery. And I can help you if you want the help. But I'm not a therapist. I am not a therapist. I don't claim to be. But I'm just a person who will help you and not sugarcoat things for you, because me and her had that in common. We don't, for what? Have a great day. Enjoy your Labor Day. Enjoy your journey that is today. And I'll see y'all next week when it's week 3, unless I have another story to tell you. Have a great day. Bye.